Chapter 29, Part 4, continued. I opened the envelope and placed the contents on the table in front of me. There were two documents inside. The first one I opened was Ernie's birth certificate, the original of the copy I had back at home. And the second piece of paper was a letter from Ernie to William. It had me in tears again. I took photographs of it. I'm crying again now, and shaking writing this. It said, "William, I am writing to you now while I still can, while I'm still able to pen my thoughts. Slowly but surely my mind is failing me. I put it down to old age. My brain is full to bursting point, and it can't cope any more. That's what I reckon anyway. I can't complain. I've had a wonderful life and met so many amazing people. I've lived and I've loved, and you can't ask for more than that. When you were born, many so-called experts thought you wouldn't live long, but you proved them wrong. You are so loved and so special. Don't ever forget that, my lad. Every day I spend in your company makes me a better person, more grateful and gracious. I appreciated life more than ever. I know I'll not be with you for much longer, but I will be waiting for you on the other side with our scrapbooks and picture books. Remember, you are never alone. You are always in someone's thoughts and prayers. You keep fighting on until the very last breath. Life is too precious and too short to give up on. My birth certificate is enclosed. You will need this. It is the only piece of evidence that I have left to prove I exist. It will help you. I have set up a standing order for you to pay for your care and anything else you need. A sum of £20,000 will be paid each month into the care home account, and I trust Mary will ensure the money is used wisely. If for whatever reason you need any further financial support, contact the Friends of IF 1345 East 26th Street, New York City. They will be able to help you. All you have to do is show them my birth certificate. I'll visit you when I'm able to, William. You are in good hands with Mary. I love you, son, more than you could possibly know. Good luck and God bless. Ernie. Mary leaned forward to hold my hand. She could see how emotional I was. Try not to be upset, Paul. He was and still is William's guardian angel. That was the last time anyone saw him. God rest his soul. I've never contacted that address in New York, but the money keeps coming in regardless, and there was plenty. That is how I paid you. I felt like using it in that way was as beneficial for William as his physical care. I could see the positive impact it had on William when your news and updates came through. IF, I sobbed. Incredible feat. It must be. I can't think of any other explanation. They must have an awful lot of money, she whispered, giving my hand a squeeze. I thought back to the pub, the names on the board, the stars. It all seemed so crazy, but then everything else had been crazy too. It could be possible, couldn't it? You said that was the last time anyone saw Ernie. Do you know where he was going or what he was going to do? I asked. I've no idea. He was ill and he knew it. He seemed to know his time was almost up. I don't know if anyone was looking out for him or taking care of him. I asked around in the local hospitals and care homes, but there was no record of him, as usual. I can only assume he passed on. In situations like this, where there are no known relatives or friends, the person is generally given a pauper's funeral, which is incredibly sad. He deserved better. Whatever happened to Ernie at his end, I hope he knows just how much he mattered and how much he was loved. We sat in silence for a minute or so, just looking out of the window. And then I said, he was the most remarkable man I have ever known, and I never even met him. He certainly was, she replied. There is something he would often say to William, something that stuck in my mind. He'd say, "There's no such thing as an ordinary person. Everyone is capable of achieving, but everyone needs help." He helped. He helped so many people. That's his legacy. He was anything but ordinary. Ironically, I don't recall Ernie ever asking for others to help him. And you didn't find that either, Paul. We planted a tree for him in the garden near to where the two of them used to sit. It's still growing well, growing strong. Another reminder of the man. I wonder how many other plants and trees and benches there are in his memory. We both smiled at the thought. Ernie Grimshaw would not be forgotten. Overjoyed, Mary was satisfied that I had reached the end of the search for Ernie. She was delighted that I had amassed such a wealth of information about his extraordinary life. William had now been told so much about his special friend and benefactor, and was now content. I left the house. I left Mary. I left William. I climbed back into this van and drove away, and here I am now. Come on, Mr. Diary. It's time for us to go home.